if you go to Japan, you arrive at the airport and you immediately find it so clean, even at the corner of the bathroom, the toilet, and everything is really clean. And also you feel the energy that even the people who clean the airport or the bathrooms, you feel this beautiful energy and they greet. So immediately you entered somewhere totally different. Yes, Japan is different, but this energy of cleanness, but not only from the environment, but how people pay attentions and give attentions to details. And that actually goes also further when, for example, when you receive our luggage, they treat our luggage also with attention. So everything with little details and a little more attention that are given in Japan. So you might think about, for example, in a grander way, like how the Japanese craftsmen or even the chef prepare their meals and like sushi or like other traditional craftsmanship like sword making, etc. But even these small everyday tasks, we really pay attention to the details and we try to be as good as possible with what we are doing, even just tidying up in the house or cleaning the house. I remember when I was a little girl, I still love, but for example, origami. But you can see if we don't make it really, really precise to fold at the corner of the paper, etc., we cannot really go further. So it was just so important to make it really precise. The first folding is really important to make it precise. So I learned in that way. And also, well, of course, other things, even how I do calligraphy as well. If we mess up in the beginning, from the setting, the ink will be all over. So we learn how the foundation is so important to make it really, really precisely. So that's actually this building the foundation. It's the same for the house as well. If we build the house in an unstable foundation, the house will not be strongly built, or even any details in the house, like the bathroom. If something is loose, we will have leak later. So this foundation is so important, and we are educated in that way to put more attentions and really energy. And sometimes maybe it can be maybe too much, but in the beginning, the foundations and like in the Japanese school, but even in the company as well. So there is philosophical concept called Shuhari, which I talked before about the art of Japanese mastery. So it goes 3 stages. And of course, we are not aware of doing in this way, but this is how we follow our development to acquire any skills, and also we approach our work in this way. So the first stage is building foundation and protecting the traditions and mastering the basics. And there we have some joy. And I also myself, even remembering kanji characters, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, and we have to remember that. So how do we do? Every day, every single day, we write and remember, we write, remember. And well, not only kanji, and also for like, when I studied English as well, English words. And I think in any study, we have to do effort and also repetitive work, and in sports as well. If you just start as a beginner to dance something, and if you try to do immediately big movements without the particular muscle and the technique, you will fall. So it's really important to start anything in life, to learn what is the basic and what is required. So this is a little bit of analytic as well, but even to clean, what is the best way to clean, what we need to clean and to prepare. So in Japanese life in Japan, in business in Japan, this preparation is also a very important part. So the first stage is called Shu, protection. The character is protection, but it's really creating this foundation in anything. Then the second stage is when we know how to do it and we have the basic and we keep practicing and keep doing this repetitive, what's important for foundation. But then in the second stage, this is something to explore. And you know about Kaizen, how can we improve, how can make it quicker. So this is the second stage. But if you start anything from the second stage, okay, I see this now, and how can I improve and how can we make changes without knowing the foundation, then maybe you'll be able to go step further at some stage, but then from there, it will be difficult to keep going. I also wrote about butterfly, and also I talked about this maybe before in the other video, but it's really like the butterfly going from the caterpillar and building muscles and crawling patiently, but doing their best on how they can crawl, and then going to the next stage and pupa and develop inside, don't know how and what they will become. Then at the end, they become the butterfly. But if they try to fly when they are caterpillar, they will fall and that will be the end. So, and also the butterfly, if they don't fly, if they don't use wing, they will also eventually die just on the ground. So it is important to know what kind of stage we are in our development, in life, in business, to acquire any skills. So then after, in the second stage called Ha, Ha is the Japanese kanji symbol of breaking. It's also tear. So it goes into unknown area. So it is, once you know the basics, it is easier to follow and do the same things every day. But then to try and explore, how can I bring my own touch in what I'm doing now? And so this is also the time to innovate ourselves. So the last stage is called Ri. The Japanese kanji character of Ri means to leave or detach. In this stage already, you can, I think the easiest way, I always tell my students as well, just to think about how the butterflies are, how they go through 3 stages in life, which I also learned from my grandmother. The last stage is detach, means you have already known your foundations, and also you also explore and what works for you and what is not, and really knowing ourselves. So detach, also let go of what is needed for ourselves. We also in our life, we also accumulate a lot. Not physical materials, but also there are many layers to see the world. For example, the validation from others, and also if this is going to be accepted, etc., etc. In business, for example, we need to deliver what our clients wish for. However, this is a time that we know what works in our organization, what works for ourselves, what works for clients. So it becomes really, really simpler because we go through this transformational stage, and then you will know what works and what doesn't. So you can also think like in the second stage, when the caterpillar goes through the stages and they get rid of a few things that they don't need. And also, so then it's a kind of renewal as well. So this is a beautiful stage. But the important thing is that in any stages, we don't forget about the first foundation, the basic practice every single day. So that's really, I also keep it in mind. And for example, wherever I am in my life, this has become my habit to practice the basics. So that's also brought me so many unexpected achievements as well in life. And that was not my goals to do something, but just I kept practicing or enjoy making something that's what I love, and also in a daily basis as well. And keep studying, keep learning, and not to achieve something, but just because I enjoy, and this was a part of my kind of life, and I still do, and that becomes the mastery. So if you have set a goal in January for this year, and if you have kind of objectives and what you want to achieve this year, just please make sure that you do the most basic things every day to achieve that. If you like to bring peace in life, if you like to also bring peace in your organization, start from yourself inside to create these moments every single day, and don't wait until something big comes, but every single day. And if you want to be productive, do every single day. And then this accumulate, and this will bring this path automatically when we start creating this energy. So we can be the example to our children or our co-workers or our team to give this attentiveness to every details in life, and also to do things with care and love for the foundation and the basic work, basic tasks of every day. And then I think the world can be more beautiful. Thank you for watching. And I have actually renewed my website, and if you like to know about Shuhari, I give online lectures and also a workshop that you can also go through and you can experience. So please go to my website and have a look. And also in our private community, Japanese Wisdom Academy. So every single week, every Sunday, we have group sessions. So then we keep growing together. We grow learning together. So please have a look. All the information is in the description. Thank you very much, and see you next time.